Hi, thank you so much for joining me. This is My Two Cents, and I'm Kashawn. Thank you for joining me. The name of today's live is Keep It Moving. I have been wanting to move out of the state that I live for many years, and God opened up an opportunity for me to do this recently. But I realized something very crucial. I had an opportunity to also fast with some women in my life at the beginning of the year. And it's a popular fast. You might have heard of it. It's called the Daniel 21 Day Fast. People of faith join in on that fast. Also, people who are not of a Christian faith happen to do the fast for, physical reasons or health reasons. But we all decided to do the fast together to get clarity and to pray for certain things and areas in our lives that needed breakthrough. So we joined the fast. I didn't even make it to the 21 days, but I made it to, I believe, day 16 or 17. But way before that, God helped me to see something that was an issue. And the truth was that I didn't really like living where I was living, the state I was living in for a long time, for years. And when I was on this fast, I was avoiding sugar, and sugar is my stronghold. And what I realized is that, hi, youth developer. uh, yes, day 16 was a big victory for me. What I realized is that all this time I was dealing with my upset about living in the state I was living in by running to food. And when I was fasting, God revealed this to me, and by just giving me memories here and of how I really was tired of living here. But in order to deal with that, I would run to food. And I don't know if you can relate to this, but your emotions are red flags. They're there as a gift to you, to tell you something is off and it needs tending to. But sometimes in our lives, we could run to something. Like for me, it was the sugar or the food. For some people, it might be a drink after work or just indulging in and I don't know, something on their device, whatever. But what God showed me though was that I needed to pay more attention to how I was feeling, because those feelings are there for a reason. Now, of course, his grace allowed me to stay where I was despite the fact that I was not paying attention to those red flags, and he blessed me in spite of myself. However, I did realize though that sometimes we need to move in our lives, and those idols really do hold us back. That's why I named this video Keep It Moving, because that could be for anything. It could be for a relationship you're in, it could be a state you're living in, it could be a job you're working at. And you know in your heart that you've received those signals, but instead of paying attention to those signals, you might have decided to push them to the back burner and indulge in some activity to not deal with them. And the unfortunate part of this is that when you do that, you don't get to really face how you're feeling and possibly move forward and move on. And a lot of times when you decide to move forward and move on, types of doors of opportunity open up. But first, you have to make that decision. And that's something key that I wanted to share with you and encourage you in your journey, wherever in life you may be, to just pay attention to those road signs and those signals, your emotions and how you're feeling. A lot of people are leaving their work position right now to pursue whatever they're pursuing, something that they prefer, and it's a good thing. You have what's called the great resignation happening now. Some people are leaving their work to really pursue dreams and goals that they have been wanting to achieve. And that's a good thing. But I wanted to definitely bring this up because this is something I realized during that fast. Even though I didn't even make it to the 21 days, I said to myself, wow, I had been wanting to move for a while, but I had been stuffing that emotion by, running to food. And so I have to be mindful of this. And so I wanted to just share that with you and encourage you to move forward. Keep it moving. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for listening. And that is my 2 cents. See you next time.